Manchester City attacker Julian Alvarez, with suggestions that one of their current forwards could depart. Despite boasting strength and depth across the pitch, Mikel Arteta may still look to freshen up his squad in the upcoming transfer window. It's not easy to improve Arsenal's strongest XI given the quality already available, but changes in the attacking department could be on the cards. The Gunners recruited Victor Gyökeres last year to address concerns up front, though his first season at the Emirates has produced mixed reviews. Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz currently sit behind him in the pecking order, and there is a growing belief that one of them could make way if Arsenal pursue Alvarez. Since leaving Manchester City for Atletico Madrid, Alvarez has elevated his performances and attracted interest from both Arsenal and Barcelona. Former Arsenal midfielder Ray Parlour believes his old club should act decisively, especially with uncertainty surrounding Jesus' future. Parlour suggested that Jesus, now at a stage in his career where regular starts are crucial, may consider moving on. He argued that Arsenal should strengthen in attack regardless, stressing that internal competition raises standards within the squad. In his view, Alvarez would offer energy, pace, and proven quality, recalling how impactful he was at City, even while competing with Erling Haaland for minutes. He also highlighted Alvarez's age and potential, noting that Arteta has a strong track record of developing younger players. For Parlour, bringing in the Argentine forward would be a smart long-term move. Meanwhile, Parlour was encouraged by Gyökeres' recent brace in the 4-1 victory over Tottenham, describing it as the striker's most complete display in an Arsenal shirt. Beyond the goals, he praised his movement and overall contribution, pointing out that improved positioning and sharper runs made a noticeable difference. However, he warned that consistency remains key. Arsenal's defense, full-backs and midfield are well stocked with quality, but sustained excellence from the main striker could determine whether they mount a serious title challenge. If Gyökeres can reproduce that level of performance on a regular basis, Parlour believes Arsenal's chances of lifting the league trophy will significantly improve. Arsenal have reportedly seen an opening offer for Julian Alvarez rejected by Atletico Madrid, but they are not giving up on their pursuit of the Argentine forward. Mikel Arteta's men returned to form with an emphatic 4-1 victory over Tottenham in the North London derby, stretching their advantage at the top of the Premier League to 5 points. However, Manchester City still have a game in hand and are set to host Arsenal in April, fueling concerns that Pep Guardiola's side could close the gap. The Gunners' recent inconsistency, dropping points in 5 of their last 8 league outings, has only intensified scrutiny, particularly around their attack. Although Victor Gyökeres netted twice against Spurs, he has failed to score in 19 of his 26 league appearances this season, prompting criticism of Arsenal's front line. According to Team Talk, the club are actively exploring reinforcements in attack and have already submitted a 120 minutes, 104.58 bid for Alvarez, which Atletico turned down. Arsenal are said to be willing to return with an improved proposal. Alvarez has endured a relatively modest campaign in La Liga, registering 7 goals and 3 assists in 21 appearances. Still, his pedigree is clear. He struck 17 league goals last season and averaged 0.65 Premier League goal contributions per 90 minutes in his final year at Manchester City, a figure that would surpass any current Arsenal player this term, with Eze leading the squad on 0.63 per 90. Beyond his scoring record, Alvarez is admired for his link-up play, an area where Gyökeres has sometimes struggled. His movement and combination play could potentially elevate the performances of wide players like Bukayo Saka and Noni Madueke. Arteta has previously brought in Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, and Gyökeres to operate centrally, yet none have consistently delivered as a traditional number 9. While Alvarez could strengthen the squad, there are lingering doubts about whether Arteta would maximize his qualities. With a talented group already at his disposal, some argue that if Arsenal fall short in the Premier League or Champions League, again, the issue may not be personnel, but leadership. Meanwhile, Ajax youngster Mika Gots has been cautioned against making a high-profile move to either Arsenal or Liverpool. The 20-year-old has enjoyed a breakout season in Amsterdam, contributing 13 goals and 10 assists. However, his individual brilliance has not prevented Ajax from slipping to a disappointing fourth place in the Eredivisie. Despite his club form, Gots has not progressed beyond U19 level internationally and faces stiff competition for a place in Rudi Garcia's national squad. Former Tottenham defender Toby Alderweireld recently suggested that missing out on the upcoming international break could cost Gots a World Cup spot. A surprising prospect given his performances this season. Interest from Arsenal has already been reported, with Liverpool now also monitoring the winger, yet respected voices in Dutch football believe the step may come too soon. De Telegraaf's chief football journalist Valentijn Driessen has argued that while Gots is currently Ajax's standout player, he still needs to refine his game before joining a European heavyweight. He pointed to moments of inconsistency and questioned whether a move to a club like Liverpool, where Cody Gakpo has struggled for rhythm, would benefit the youngster's development. Ajax expert Dylan ter Laak has echoed those concerns, highlighting Gots' tendency to over-dribble and questioning whether he would cope with the physical intensity of the Premier League. In his view, La Liga might be a more suitable environment at this stage of his career. Analytics from SciSport supports this cautious stance, suggesting that although Gots has the potential to reach the level of players such as Ebereki Ez, he is currently well below the standard of established attackers at Arsenal or Liverpool. For now, the wisest course may be for Gots to continue his development at Ajax or test himself at a smaller club in one of Europe's top leagues before making the leap to an elite side.